Defense technology is a broad term that refers to the use of technology in military operations, including the research, development, procurement, and deployment of systems and equipment used by armed forces to protect national interests. With the emergence of cyber warfare, artificial technology, hypersonic missiles, etc., the nature of warfare is changing. Technology plays a crucial role in redefining conflict parameters, particularly in hybrid warfare, replacing the human-centric approach. India has also emphasized defense and aerospace as a priority for the Atmanirbhar Bharat, with a strong focus on the building of indigenous manufacturing infrastructure supported by a necessary research and development environment. Domains of warfare. The domains of warfare are physically defined areas of an operational environment that require unique warfighting skills and capabilities. They are in three dimensions: physical, human, and information. The multi-domain operations, MDO, and joint all-domain operations, JADO, models in defense include four physical domains: sea, air, land, and space. It also has one functional domain called cyber and electromagnetic spectrum, EMS, known collectively as the five operational or warfighting domains. Land domain. Historically, territorial conflicts and expansion were limited to land, which could be accessed by foot or mechanized means. Sea domain. The ability to sail oceans created new fronts for warfare, with governments assembling massive ships to project power, control trade routes, and conquer new territory. Air domain. The invention of aeroplanes established air as a new arena in warfare. Technological advances have made air power play a critical role in military strategy, providing deep reach and flexibility. Space domain. Space has evolved as the most recent domain in combat, with satellites used for surveillance, communication, navigation, early warning systems, and reconnaissance. Example: Mission Shakti, India's first ever anti-satellite missile test, ASAT. Cyber and electromagnetic spectrum, EMS. Cyber warfare targets digital infrastructure, computer systems, and networks. EMS is a unique domain as it will always interact with all other domains. Example: the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, is working on a DRDO laser weapon. Directed energy weapons. Conventional defense technology. These are well-established technologies that have been in use for some time. They form the backbone of military capabilities and strategies. Following are some examples of conventional defense technology. Rifles and firearms, traditional small arms, including rifles, pistols, and machine guns. Tanks and armored vehicles, battle tanks, armored personnel carriers, and other tracked or wheeled vehicles. Aircraft, fighter jets, bombers, transport planes, and helicopters. Naval vessels, ships, submarines, and aircraft carriers. Missiles and rockets, surface-to-air missiles, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles. Artillery, cannons, howitzers, and rocket launchers. Electronic warfare systems, jamming devices, radar systems, and communication equipment. Cybersecurity measures, protecting military networks and information systems. Emerging defense technology. Emerging technology refers to the development of either a new technology or the continuing advancement of existing technologies, which may be widely available in the near future. Artificial intelligence, AI. This has applications ranging from data analysis to autonomous decision-making systems. Example: U.S. Army Project Maven uses AI to interpret video images and improve the targeting of drone strikes. Hypersonic missiles. A hypersonic missile is a weapon that can travel at Mach 5 or faster, which is at least 5 times the speed of sound. Example: Russia's Kinzhal missile. Internet of Military Things, IOMT. It is a network of devices that use the internet to increase military capabilities. It links sensors, weapons, and vehicles to improve situational awareness and operational efficiency. Example: the use of armed, unmanned aerial drones on the battlefield. Military drones, they are also known as unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. They are remote-controlled devices used in military warfare. They are used for surveillance, intelligence, and target acquisition. Example, MQ-9B armed drones of the U.S. Army. Robotics and autonomous systems. Defense robots are professional service robots used by the military in war situations. They are frequently designed to improve a soldier's present capabilities while keeping them out of harm's way wherever possible. Example, Dutch robot developed by DRDO. Stealth technology. Stealth is any military technology that is intended to make vehicles or missiles nearly invisible to enemy radar or other electronic detection. Example, the aircraft like F-22 Raptor and F-35 fighter aircraft. Defense technology in India. India's defense technology sector is characterized by the dominance of public sector companies like Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL. The country has created a variety of indigenous defense systems. India is gradually allowing private sector companies to enter the Indian defense market, thereby opening up new avenues and opportunities. Defense platforms of India. India's defense arsenal comprises a wide range of domestically developed and imported platforms across various categories, reflecting its growing capabilities in defense technology. Indian defense platform description. Indian examples. Missile systems. India has a range of missile systems for various ranges and purposes. They are mainly developed under the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. India also developed air-to-air missiles. Agni series, BrahMos, Astra missile, etc. Helicopters. Versatile helicopters are used for attack, transport, reconnaissance, and search and rescue operations. Advanced light helicopter. Dhruv, Rudra, and Prachand helicopter. Fighter jets. India has already developed a lightweight fighter jet. Now India is developing stealth fighter aircraft like the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, AMCA. Twin-engine deck-based fighter, TIDF, for the Indian Navy. HAL Tejas. Submarines. India's nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines complete India's nuclear triad. INS Arihant. Aircraft carriers. Indigenous aircraft carriers significantly boost India's blue water naval capabilities. INS Vikrant. Navy warships. Advanced warships are built in India. They are equipped with sophisticated weapons and sensor systems. Kolkata-class destroyers, Visakhapatnam-class destroyers, etc. Air defense system. India has developed various air defense missile systems under the Indian Ballistic Missile Defense Program. It has so developed various surface-to-air missile systems. Prithvi missile, Akash missile, etc. Hypersonic glide vehicles, developing technology for weapons that can reach hypersonic speeds. Hypersonic Technology Demonstrator Vehicle, HSTDV. Directed energy weapons, high-energy lasers and microwave weapons for future warfare applications. Kali, Kilo-ampere linear injector, and Durga, directionally unrestricted ray gun array. Tanks. India's main battle tanks feature advanced armor and fire control systems. Arjun main battle tank. Lightweight tanks, developing tanks for operations in challenging terrains like high-altitude areas. Zorawar light tank. Indigenization of the defense sector in India. India's defense budget for the financial year 2023-24 is set at INR 5.93 trillion, marking an increase from the INR 5.13 trillion allocated for FY 2022-23. India has initiated various initiatives to boost indigenous defense production. Existing defense industrial base. The Indian Defense Industrial Base, established in the 1940s, includes Ordnance Factories, OFS. Defense Public Sector Undertakings, DPSUs, transformed from the Ordnance Factories Board, OFB, into 7 separate entities in June 2021. Current changes being implemented. Promoting private sector participation. It promotes simplifying licensing, creating a level playing field, and providing access to technology to increase private sector manufacturing of defense equipment. Encouraging innovation and R&D, creating a robust R&D ecosystem for indigenous cutting-edge technology development. Self-reliance initiatives. Atmanirbhar Bharat, this initiative aims for self-sufficiency in all sectors, including defense. It also aims to reduce import dependence and promote domestic production. Defense Industrial Corridors aims to serve as hubs for defense manufacturing and research. The Uttar Pradesh Defense Industrial Corridor. The Tamil Nadu Defense Industrial Corridor. Major initiatives for the indigenization of the defense sector. Defense production and export promotion policy to increase domestic defense manufacturing and reduce import dependency. Technology Development Fund, TDF. This fund started as financial assistance for Indian companies to develop and manufacture defense equipment. Strategic Partnership Model, SPM. It aims to promote joint ventures between Indian and foreign companies for defense manufacturing. Positive indigenization lists, PILs. It is a list of items for domestic production to enhance operational preparedness. Liberalization of foreign direct investment, FDI. This initiative encourages FDI in defense manufacturing for technology transfer and sector growth. India's MOU and agreements with other countries. A MOU has been signed between Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, and GE Aerospace for the joint production of the F-414 fighter jet engine, which is crucial for India's light combat aircraft Mk2 program. Tata and Airbus Helicopters have entered into an industrial partnership for the production of H-125 helicopters. In the year 2023, Russia signed a contract to supply Igla-S handheld anti-aircraft missiles to India and allow production of the Igla there under license. India's defense imports. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI, India has retained its position as the world's largest arms importer during the period 2018 to 22. Russia, 45%, remained India's largest arms supplier. India imported cutting-edge S-400 missile systems from India. France, 29%, emerged as the second largest supplier, with the United States following at 11%. India's defense exports. India's defense exports have shown major growth. India is among the top 25 countries that export defense equipment. India's defense exports over the last 5 years have seen a steady increase. India's defense exports reached an all-time high of approximately 16,000 rupees crore in the fiscal year 2022 to 23. This growth is attributed to India exporting more defense hardware to regions such as Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Notable exports include the BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles to the Philippines in a deal worth $375 million and 155 mm artillery guns to an unnamed country by Kalyani Strategic Systems Limited, worth $155.5 million. Challenges for India's defense sector. India's defense sector is going through rapid change and modernization. But still, it faces several issues that urgently need to be addressed. Budgetary constraints. In the interim budget of 2024 to 25, the defense budget was approximately $75 billion, which is just 1.9% of gross domestic product, GDP. Technological parity with adversaries. The advanced technologies employed by adversaries, especially China, necessitate that India identify and absorb niche technologies within its defense services to establish the required parity. Dependence on imports. India still imports critical technologies like jet engines, aircraft, air defense systems, etc., from foreign countries. Innovation and R&D ecosystem. The lack of a robust defense R&D ecosystem, characterized by low overall researcher density and insufficient focus on defense-specific research, has limited India's ability to innovate and develop indigenous military technologies. India spends 0.8% of its GDP on all R&D and has 156 researchers per million population. Capital-intensive investments. India's defense industry is still dominated by government PSUs. The need of the hour is to attract more domestic private investment in the defense sector. Integration of MSMEs and start UPS. India is not able to integrate these entities into the defense supply chain to harness their potential for innovation and development. Many defense startups, despite being innovative, are not getting the desired government orders. The red tape and foreign lobbies in the defense sector are hindering the growth of the Indian defense startup industry.